Welcome to this quick Power BI overview of visualizations and how we can change visualizations according to our data. My name is Matthew Futcher and I am an ERP and BI consultant for All Online 365. So today we're just going to take a quick look at the different types of visuals that we have available, and we're also going to look at custom visualizations from the Microsoft store. Okay, so to begin with, I'm just going to plot some data onto my blank canvas. So I'm going to drag and drop sales, I'm going to plot profit, I'm going to plot discount, and I'm going to plot date. So this has defaulted to a bar chart. I actually want a line chart. So using the visualizations pane here, I'm just going to select the line chart. There we go. And at the moment it's displaying by year, so I'm just going to change the hierarchy and drill down into quarter, and then I'm going to drill down into month, like so. Let's just resize. So all visualizations can be resized according to how much space you have on the page. Okay, so we've also got a legend. So again, very quickly, this has given me a legend at the top, and I can hover over the lines and it gives me the information, including the legend of what each color represents for each month. Okay, so now I'm going to drag and drop, let's say profit and segment. There we go. So once again, defaulted to a bar chart. I'm going to use a donut chart. So there we go. Let's just make that a bit smaller. Okay, so now because Power BI is dynamic, we can actually click on the different segments, and my sales, profit and discounts by month line chart updates accordingly. So if I select government or mid-market, so on, the data changes accordingly. And then another click and it removes the filter. Okay, so let's now pull date, and a very common tool in Power BI is of course the slicer, which is this visual here. So let's go ahead and put in the slicer. So some visualizations have options. For example, with a slicer, if we click this little drop down here, we've got some options here, so we can set before, between, after, we can have a list, or we can have a drop down. So if we click drop down, so at the moment we're looking at all dates. If we click drop down, we can set dates that way. But I think generally with this kind of filter, we want a slicer like this, where we have before and after. So if I go ahead and drag this, the date will change, and then my date or data changes accordingly. Another option is to actually click on the date. So now we have the full month of October, and then we can also change the year just by clicking on the year, and the same for the month. There we go. So that's a quick look at the visualizations and how we can change them. If you weren't happy with the donut, for example, you could go ahead and make that into a pie chart, or we could make it into what's called a tree map. There we go, and the same functionality applies. Okay, so we have a limited range of visualizations in Power BI, but there's actually a huge marketplace with many different visuals. So if we click on the ellipsis under the visualizations here, let's click import from marketplace. So many developers have built their own visualizations. They've found the out-of-the-box visuals didn't quite suit their needs, so people have developed their own. So let's have a look. We've got a whole load of different visuals here, bullet charts, histograms. We've got one called Tornado, which is quite nice, which is like a versus. It will show two different types of data versus each other. There it is, Tornado. And some of these are quite fun. Some of them, you get more use out of some of them than others, but there's a whole load of different visuals that you can use. So let's just scroll down here. So one that I find quite fun is the aquarium. So if we go ahead and click add, so the same applies for all of these visuals. We just click add, and what you'll see is it's now importing. Okay, it's imported successfully. If we look here, we can see I've got a new visualization. So let's just delete this. Okay, so let's say I'm going to pull sales and product, and I want to use my new visualization. Let's go ahead and click on fish, and you'll see now what's happened. Let's just make some space. It's created my new visual, and sales by product. So each fish represents a product, and then we can see the bigger the fish, the higher the sales. So that's a very quick overview of visualizations in Power BI. Should you require any more information, our contact details are at the end of this video. Thank you very much.